Make sure to stand till the end. If you do something wrong, you can actually destroy your engine. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Dodge Charger, you have check engine light and code P0390. Stay with us, we'll explain how to fix that code, common mistakes people make that can actually guys destroy your engine, and in some cases it could be something that can lead to really expensive repairs. All that will be covered in this video today. It relates to camshaft position sensor B or 2, bank 2. We will explain where it's located, why you actually have only one camshaft position sensor per cylinder head when you need two, so make sure to stand till the end. We'll cover very helpful information today. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make guys at least 200 to 300 free repair videos on that Dodge Charger. We'll have even more. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos, absolutely free. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Charger or any car, you want to get them at a good price and quick shipping, you want to save money, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and we'll share where you can find even additional things. So what we have specifically here, this is guys a 2018 Dodge. This is the 3.6 engine that we have right here, quite common on Dodge Chargers. So code P0390 relates to bad camshaft position sensor B, also known as camshaft position sensor 2, bank 2. Let's talk about bank 1, bank 2, what that means. Your engine is a V6, so it has two cylinder heads, so the engine practically separates the engine in two halves. Okay, this half, including the exhaust system, catalytic converters, oxygen sensor, cylinder head, is bank 1, this is bank 2. So if you have code P0390, it means that you have a camshaft position sensor problem on the second camshaft. Which one is that? So you have dual variable timing. Those are variable timing actuators. Okay, so the timing can be advanced or retarded on each camshaft, intake and exhaust camshaft. So it means that the engine computer needs to know the exact location at any time for every camshaft. How it does that? Through camshaft position sensors. But you will have only one sensor guys, and that sensor will be located, okay, right there on the inside. You go like that. So, but if you look at that sensor, that's a camshaft position sensor. We'll have a special video how to replace camshaft position sensor B or camshaft position sensor 2 on Dodge Charger. Check it out. It consists of two camshaft position sensors. One on the left side for the intake camshaft, one on the exhaust side for the exhaust camshaft. Two camshaft position sensor, that's why you have 4 wires. The code that we have today is for the left side, for the intake camshaft guys. Okay, it means that you have a problem there. Now we have a special video that explains how to test camshaft position sensor, which is not complicated at all. It takes practically only guys, okay, a few minutes, and you'll be able to easily test it. Check out the video, it will talk about that, what to do and what not to do. But things that can cause guys, code P0390. One, it could be bad camshaft position sensor. Okay, it could burn. Number 2, the connector, make sure it's plugged all the way in, and when it's plugged in, push that red pin inside, okay, slide it forward so it's locked in place. Number 2, inspect the connector to make sure it's not contaminated with engine oil. If you have an oil leak from the camshaft position sensor seal, that can contaminate it, or if the connector is wet, if you washed your engine, anything like that can practically guys cause miscommunication. Number 3, naturally people will push down here and pull for the wires to disconnect it. If you pull for these wires on the back side, you can pull them out of the connector, they will not communicate correctly, and you can get that code easily as well. Also, I recommend, okay, to test fuses for camshaft position sensor. Check the fuses, check fuses and relays for powertrain, engine computer, okay, all this will need to be tested, but it's very likely, okay, if the connector is good, that you have a bad camshaft position sensor, and we'll have the video on the channel how to replace it and how to test it. So Common mistakes people that can usually make here: don't ever drop anything in the upper intake manifold. Here, if you do, it will go to the, lower intake manifold to the valves. From there, it will go in the engine, destroy cylinder heads, engine box, pistons. If you drop a nut, socket, anything like that. Those gaskets are supposed to be replaced practically every time you remove the intake manifold. They're very inexpensive. Replace them, guys, believe me, otherwise you can develop codes such as lean, fuel mixture, vacuum leaks, random misfires, multiple things. Another thing, never have any magnetic tools around, okay, the camshaft position sensor. For instance, if you dropped something inside and you're trying to get it with a magnetic tool, don't do that, because you have two magnets on the camshafts where the sensor reads from, and you can change their magnetic field, and that can affect it to where the sensor will not be able to read correctly. So have to be extremely careful working on these modern cars. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.